Hi. So, the last video I made this card, I decided to give it away on Instagram to a lovely lady that admired it. So that will be winging its way down to her house on Monday. I'll get my husband to post it. So I thought I would redo this card, but make a slight adjustment to it and use my crows on the branch. So as I stamp this branch, I'm going to remove these areas of branch so that my crow can sit on. Don't worry if it looks as though he's sitting slightly above, because we can fudge that to make it look a bit better. Once I'd finished, I added in some foliage up here. I actually hate the bubbly parts on this branch. It's not my favourite. So yeah, let's crack on and do that. So I've got my trusty ice cube tray of brushes to hand. I've got my jelly plate and I've got my fairy stamp in my misty stamping platform. Okay, I might make a change to the grey. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet. I'll move some of Elijah's toys off. I think I might go for willow and just see what happens when I use willow. These are second-hand, very old pads. I've never re-inked any of my pads. I've had a lot of these for a number of years. I bought these ones off a lady. We used to be Facebook friends, and I bought them off her probably about 10 years ago, maybe 8, maybe 8. And I use them and I've never needed to re-ink them, so that to me is enough. So just loading up my brayer. I'm going to try and beat this so it's not a 15-minute video this time, because you must be bored out your nuts. So this is the first of 2 videos. I'm going to do another video later on today using my Distress Oxides as promised. Very underused oxides, but they're fantastic for layering colours. Okay, so that's the willow on. And got my card. I shall... My paintbrush isn't good. I need to hunt down where my actual spraying brush is. My lovely little boy has hidden it. He's extremely kind, bit of a git. So much as yesterday, I want to keep the yellow towards the central. I'm going to have the moon behind the fairy. Oh, that's the next cat. That's Sophia in looking for attention. Okay, just wash that off. I love my ice cube tray. It was free. I like free. Okay, I'll do a little bit of blue as well. Again, I'm not going to be able to pick up all of these colours because it is just a 6x4 postcard size that I'm using. Give myself a bit of room. I am a very messy worker. No cat. What are you doing? I can see you. Sorry, you live in this house, you live with cats demanding, you live with children demanding. Oh darn, I've just gone off the edge. But I'll pick it up. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. we'll go with it. Can't go wrong. It's not my most favourite background. Oh well. Right, you live and learn. So we've got a very faint green. We have our yellow and our turquoise. They're quite bright colours, but once you tone them down, it does actually work and it makes the difference having them. Okay, so the next step is to ink the fairy. But what I want to make sure I do is that I take off from the branches, or I just don't ink the branches if I can help it. It'd be easier to just take them off. Right, life's too short. Life's too short to be perfect. Right, so bit of kitchen roll, and I'm just taking that ink off. Don't worry if you don't get all of the ink. Just do your best. I'm an over inker normally of my stamps. They're all stained and I've never really had a problem. Right. Okay, so let's go with that. Hopefully I don't need to do too much. I did put quite a bit of ink there, but I did take a while to wipe off, so I might have no choice but to redo. So I'm just going to let that sit for a minute just for the ink to transfer over. If it doesn't quite work, you can use a paintbrush and just touch up your ink, just so that you can fill in any spots that are missing. Yeah. Okay, probably should have dried my fairy off before I started stamping her. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to add any more to here. I'm just going to strictly do the fairy. I probably should have dried her off, to be fair. That would have helped. So just making sure that I push her right, the bit of paper right into the corners. Okay. Yeah, she's a bit better. I do have a very faint trace, and again I'm not worried. I'm not sure if there's a problem with my fairy's wings, but they always look as though they're a bit blotchy. It might just be the design and I'm being too critical. Okay, so we're going to try some different colours. I'm going to go for some wilted violet, a bit of peeled paint, and then round the edges I'm going to go back with the walnut stain. These are some of my favourites. I'm going to start with some images. I'm going to stamp in oxides my trees. So yesterday you saw me making a hash of stamping some trees. Oh, making a right mess. Okay, so these are quite an opaque ink. You'll see the difference later on. I think they're really nice. They give a really good feeling. Oh, let me just clear some space. Okay. Don't be too particular about it. You don't need to be. You can hide a lot with ink. Ink hides a huge amount of flaws, which is good. Oh, I've got hair on that one. That's a bit annoying. But again, I'm not fussed. Okay. So just plonk it down. Don't overthink it. Don't worry. So now I'm going to move on to the second generation stamping. So stamp off, stamp on, and it gives you a much finer faded look, which is handy if you're building up a forest. I'm going to be stamping some other colours as well, just to give it that look. Go for there. Right, I'm going to add in a little bit of wild honey, but I'm not going to do many because this is quite a bright colour. I'll have a look and see first before I decide. I might not actually. Oh no, that'll work. Yeah, it'll work. So you're just doing some trees. Okay. Right. So wild honey's gone. Trying to decide whether I want to do the wilted violet. I'm going to go for it. If it doesn't work out, I've been in this video, you guys never know. If it works out, I'm totally going to say, yeah, I meant it. Totally meant it, guys. So just by darkening your edges, you're drawing your eye into the centre. It takes away all the focus from any bodges you've made. I make a lot of bodges, and I'm all right with that. And I think sometimes the colour that you choose changes the whole feeling of the video, of the card. Videos suck, but you just have to cope with that, I'm afraid. So I think you'll agree there's a definite change in how that feels. Okay, violet down and on to the walnut stain. I'm going to go back to the one I used yesterday, just because it already had the walnut stain on. I'm going to darken this down considerably because it is quite bright. I don't edit my videos, you just have to suck it up. I have no idea how to edit. I'm not very technologically minded. Okay, I'll do this and then I will go in and add my craw onto the branch. So there's still a trace of the purple underneath the walnut stain. Okay, so that's the edging done. Doesn't really matter the order you do it in as long as you do it and have fun. If you were a circle that I had yesterday when I was doing the first video, where would you be? Particularly when you have a 5-year-old who likes to move things. Oh, pants. Right. Okay, the other thing to remember when you're doing videos is to make sure that you've got everything in front of you at the time that you're doing it. And I don't. I will find it. Right, I've now lost my ravens. Let's find them. Okay, there's my ravens. So I think I'm going to go for this wee chap here. Yeah. Okay. I'm still looking for the circle as I'm going. Feeling that, I'll just cut a rough one. Okay, so let us pop this wee dude down. Pardon my roots if I've got my head in. Oh, the squeaky noise. Not good. Sorry, guys. Oh, I swear this boy's moved stuff. I can't wait for the schools to go back, on a side note. I don't know about you lot, but oh my gosh, I want the schools to go back. I think it's going to be a while, sadly. Oh, there, look. Isn't he lovely? So, my fairy has her raven. I'm now going to do a quick circle. I'm going to use my wee handheld mirror. It doesn't matter what you use to cut your circle out of. Make sure it's a good size. I've got these are the best scissors I've ever had. So these are Crafter's Companion scissors. I've gone through so many. I used to be on their design team, but I was coming to the end of my nursing degree and I just literally couldn't do any more than I was doing. And I was falling flat on my face and I was quite embarrassed quite often. So my samples weren't the best. So I stepped down and just allowed somebody else. So I think we're going to go, I think that moon's going to be way too big. Let me see. So I'll make moons for different sizes. Yeah, that one will do. Okay. See, this is how you know I'm not a professional. I'm just somebody that likes to make cards in a mess. I will get it together for the next video. Well, I'll try. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm not great at cutting. I love die cutting because it's lazy. It's quite an uneven moon, but I'm all right with that. So I'm going to pop that moon down. And I think I'll go for peeled paint. I love me a bit of peeled paint. All my brushes are years old. I don't wash my brushes, just build up the ink. I think eventually the more ink you build up on them, the better they feel. I don't know where I'd be without my brushes. That was a first foray into this style of stamping and it was amazing. So there we go, just a wee moon. We don't need anything huge. And that is my next video. And no, I'm nowhere near the 15 mark. I think we've gone to 20, guys. I'm not doing any better. So yeah, just get your inks out, get your stamps out and enjoy.